now to elevated fire danger all across our area with several blazes over the last few days in just the Rochester area alone.
Yeah, it's been intense. Now, these include brush fires in both Byron, Pine Island, also in Eota, as well as a building fire in Rochester that was really tough to put out. Weekend meteorologist Aiden Sarah is standing by with more on the conditions we need to pay attention to tonight. Aiden?
Robin, Maisie, it's a combination of factors that contribute to an increased risk for fire across southeastern Minnesota and northern Iowa this time of year, such as the one that recently burned just behind me. But as far as this weekend goes, it came down to two main culprits. Those winds have been whipping the last few days. And it's doing more than rendering our hairstyling routine useless. It's also causing fires. We saw several brush fires this weekend around Rochester, with two in Byron, one in Pine Island, and another one in Eota, just to name a few.
With the really dry conditions and the wind and kind of that springtime weather that we're accustomed to without the moisture, everything is starting to turn into kindling. And what we saw is some very innocent fires that really got out of control.
And these weather conditions made it even more difficult to fight the fires.
One of them was more challenging. They had some mutual aid come in because the fire not only got into the grass and into a piece of CRP, but then it got into the woods, and it got in when it gets into the timber. That's a different fire again.
When we talk about dry vegetation, this is what we're talking about. Notice how this is all very brown, it's dry, it's crinkly, it's highly flammable. And green out is still several weeks away, which means we are still going to have a lot of this around for the time being, meaning that fire danger is going to be elevated, especially on windy days like today. And it's not just brush fires that are difficult to tackle in these conditions, structure fires are too, which is what happened at Whip Fitness early this morning.
Oh yeah, fire trucks all over the place. They were doing all kinds of things up on the roof. And once we finally could get in here, they were quite a bit, looked like they were in trying to put whatever fire was out.
So it's safe to ask, with these conditions, is burning really worth the risk?
When it's ultra dry like this, it's always a bad idea to have a fire. Even a recreational fire right now is really pretty tenuous because it's so dry. Think about what you're working with, your surroundings, your conditions, and just be smart.
And there's a few other things to consider over the next few weeks. If you want to conduct a controlled burn, you're going to need a permit. You also want to contact your local fire department, let them know when and where you're conducting that fire. From Byron, Aiden Sarah, ABC 6 News.